Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hypergamous Journey, and my name is Denise. At this channel, we discuss dating advice, life advice for women 55 and older. I shared this book with you before, The Magic of Thinking Big. I've read it a couple of times. This one sentence resonated with me. Go through the proper motions each day, and soon you will begin to feel the corresponding emotion. Again, go through the proper motions each day, and soon you will begin to feel the corresponding emotion. I unknowingly did this maybe 1 or 2 days ago. I wasn't in the best mood, and I started to dance. I started to hum some tune. Oh, yes. I watched the documentary about Ella Fitzgerald, and she created, I think she wrote this song, and maybe she wrote it with someone else, called Tisket a Tasket. Tisket a tasket, that round and yellow basket, I blah, 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 blah. And I've heard that song all of my life. Tisket a tasket, a round and yellow basket. And so I wasn't I was on and off with my emotions, up and down, up and down. You know, we have those days, right? Where we are up, down, up, down. So I was feeling like that day, and I decided that I would watch the remainder. I watched half of the documentary one day earlier this week, and then I decided I would watch the rest of it the next day. And so when I finished with it, I was just thinking about her life and how she had a hard time. She had a hard time. And the sad thing is that a lot of African American artists just have a hard time in their life. I mean, all of them. And even today, African American people, you know, we just come from very hard lives and trauma. And I'm not saying no one else does, but I'm African American, so I can relate. And through it all, we overcome, right? We overcome. And she was no different. She had a hard life too. But that she's had many songs, and she had an illustrious, very successful career. But all I knew about her was that she was a great scatter, like, you know, make all these kinds of sounds with her voice. But then I heard her sing beyond Tisket a Tasket, a bright and yellow basket, or whatever it is. This woman's voice was so clear and so pure that she was right out the gate. When she began to sing, she sounded like she belonged on Broadway. Like that she could sing with Frank Sinatra, when she was 16. But she was in her late 20s, early 30s or mid to late 30s when she even got that opportunity to sing with Frank Sinatra and people of singers of that caliber, which at the time were mostly white. And I think Lena Horne was around. She got to socialize with Marilyn Monroe. But she was a phenomenal singer. So when I finished with that movie, Tisket a Tasket was in my mind. And I knew Ella Fitzgerald from that song in particular. So after I watched the movie and all the hardship and how she passed away, and she suffered from diabetes, and she was a double amputee for her legs in the end. I became a little sad, but that song was ringing in my mind, and so I got up and I started humming it, and I started dancing to it. Tisket a tasket around in yellow basket, da 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 ba 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 da da. And I just kept doing that and doing that, and it wasn't really that deliberate. It just was in my mind. And I told you that I'm a former dancer, and I can just say I'm a dancer. And so I just started doing that little, dot around the house, and my mood changed. Immediately, my mood changed. So if you want a quick picker-upper, smile so that all your pearly whites show. Do a little jig, and you instantly have lifted your mood. What do you think? Let me know in the description box or the comment section what you think. See you in the next video. Bye.